welcome to NightDocs. This one's going to be a little different. So here we are, December 2019. Eroda is already a distant memory and nobody really cares about it anymore, but people keep asking me to do this video, so I'll go ahead and sell some pumpkins at Christmas and see if anybody even cares anymore. On November 21st, 2019, the internet became obsessed with a mysterious Twitter account and website after users reported receiving ads for a travel destination that did not exist. Thousands of dollars in ad campaigns across multiple platforms. What could it be? Was this a brand new ARG? Someone was paying thousands of dollars to advertise whatever this was, which led to a lot of excitement and anticipation for whatever this could possibly be. A new subreddit was formed, and users created a Discord channel where over 1,000 people joined, eagerly anticipating whatever could be discovered about this new experience. And within a day and a half, the Discord server became overrun by fans of One Direction and Harry Styles. So what the hell happened? 2019 saw a renaissance of alternate reality games. This unique form of storytelling and gaming appealed to many people with an interest in digging for clues, cryptography, and puzzle solving. The Eroda stuff came during kind of a dry spell, where there really wasn't a lot of active major ARGs anyway. So, when somebody started dumping thousands of dollars in ads for an island that clearly didn't exist, some thirsty ARG gamers couldn't resist and piled on like awards for A Star Is Born. I still haven't seen that. So how does a Discord server dedicated to a new ARG get overrun with screaming fans of a pop singer? Well, let's start at the beginning. On November 20th, 2019, a mysterious Twitter account made its first tweet about a mysterious, non-existent island of Eroda. Whoever was running it put thousands of dollars into ads targeting users across multiple platforms, including Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Pretty soon after, Twitter user The Brotographer made the infamous viral tweet, which made me suspicious. I mean, come on. When an ARG starts, it's usually posted by somebody connected to it, usually saying something like they discovered it. And this guy, he didn't just say, hey, look, this is weird. No, he made the whole damn sales pitch for it. The next 2 days were totally wild. On November 23rd, they released a full-on commercial for this thing that you probably already saw, and every YouTuber I'm friends with just got bombarded with all their fans asking them if they'd seen this island that doesn't exist situation that was going on. That video was the moment where ish got real, folks. What was a small campfire of interest became Burning Man. Right after that thing dropped, the Discord server went live and everybody rushed in to try and make sense of everything. Here's the thing. The Harry Styles fans, even as the Discord server went live, already knew. They knew! What kinda sucked for them is that, according to the ARG community, this was their thing. And all you crazy fangirls looking for connections can just go sit in the corner. Seriously, the admins made a rule in the Discord server that any talk about Harry Styles had to go in a separate channel.
All mentions of Harry Styles will be deleted.
No screaming fangirls were gonna ruin their fun. This was an ARG, no doubt about it. What the gamers didn't really take into consideration, though, was the fact that Harry Styles fans know a lot about Harry Styles. Like, a scary amount.
Golden is his first song on the album, and Cherry is legit the name of one of his pit and song. I think the thing that makes it weird for me is that it's not just one or two. There's Golden and Cherry as streets, and then Adore is the title, and then the exact location of the video shoot. The unfortunate thing is that we don't usually have coincidences in this fandom. That's why fans are so convinced. But damn, he looked good in those pants.
I will openly admit I didn't give too much thought to it because, come on, how embarrassing would it be if we made so much noise about something that turned out to be something for One Direction, right? Right? I decided to start a live stream and I was joined by Nexpo and Barely Sociable as we looked through the document that everybody had written about everything that we thought we knew at the time. Not gonna lie, it was my first live stream ever and it was pretty rough. Do not recommend.
Hey, I got to jet for a little bit. I'll be in the chat.
Cool. Sounds good, man.
I gotta head out. Have a good one.
Later.
Later, everyone.
Since this was clearly an ARG, it was time to start putting together some real non-Harry Styles theories. So there was the theory that this was all based on Null Island. There was a theory that this was all based on climate change for some reason. I don't know. I didn't really look into it either. Another one about Brazil or something. There was a bunch of them. And all of us were scratching our heads. Nightmind put out the first piece of actual content the next morning on November 24th.
If you ever want to get in on the ground floor of a new unfiction project or ARG, this would be the time. Follow the Twitter, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and be on the lookout, I suppose. I certainly will be.
And you know what? Nightmind was saying what we were all thinking about at the time. Nobody could have really known what was about to happen next. What nobody wanted to admit was that the day before Nightmind's video, the brotographer tweeted out the Harry Styles connection for the first time, which really laid it all out. But nobody, myself included honestly, really wanted to listen to it. I mean, come on. It couldn't be that.
No!
But the connections were all clear.
No!
There are two locations in Eroda called Cherry Street and Golden Way, which are also two names on the track list.
And let's not forget that Eroda is a door spelled backwards. You guys remember that? Eroda is a door backwards?
Eroda is a door backwards. Got it. You like that? Then yeah.
What we needed was something more than circumstantial, though. The signs were all there, and we were all praying to creepy YouTuber Jesus that it wasn't true. And then, one of the Discord users named Ryan sent out a video on his channel that kinda clinched it.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh yeah!
Alright, so Barely Sociable is a pretty talented guy, and he's really good at breaking down complex marketing stuff for Neanderthals like me. So I'm gonna let him break down the whole Facebook pixel connection here. I'm gonna go get a snack while he does my job for me.
At this point, once people had identified that the advertiser on Facebook had access to the Harry Styles website custom audience, at this point it becomes crystal clear as to what is going on with this advertising campaign. Case in point, as a Facebook advertiser, you'd only have access to a website custom audience like that if you owned the individual website. I don't know what other evidence people would need at this point, but as an advertiser, you have to make your money back somehow, and if this was anything other than an album release, it just wouldn't make sense.
So yeah, this was kind of devastating for anybody trying to say that this was anything more than a marketing ploy. For fucking One Direction, you can't make this shit up!
Stupid ass.
No, you.
Oh god.
It was now November 24th, like 2 days after we all dropped what we were doing to pay attention to all of this, and all of the YouTubers that I'm friends with threw in the towel. It was obvious. Case closed. This was a giant waste of time for everybody. We all got duped by Harry Styles.
So yeah, it's actually hilarious how big this blew up. There's so many people disappointed with this conclusion, and I'm just sat here like, this is the funniest fucking twist I've ever seen. Harry Styles just duped us all. Fair play, Mr. Styles. That was beautiful. Anyway, I'm gonna go now.
Everybody got bamboozled. We looked like dummies. Listen to how Nexpo felt about it.
What? Are you kidding me right now? Dude, tell me this is a joke. Tell me this is a joke. This is not real.
Thanks, Nexpo. So one by one, as all of the YouTubers came to grips with this new reality.
Okay, so the recipe calls for placing the sweet potatoes in a medium saucepan, then you're gonna add water to cover.
What?
After that, you're gonna bring it to a boil,
No.
reduce the heat, cook it uncovered until tender for about 13 to 15 minutes. You follow me, NightDocs?
No.
Drain the potatoes, return to pan, mash until very smooth and cool to room temperature for some fire-ass
No.
f***ing sweet potato pie.
Those were not your lines, Nexpo. Ugh, whatever. So everybody left. Barely Sociable, Nexpo, Inside of Mind, Nightmind, just everybody just left. Poof. And with them gone, it seemed like the entire thing was a lost cause. Nobody was gonna stick around after that, right? We got had, folks. And the memes came pouring in. As the jokes and memes piled on, I was literally about to leave the Eroda Discord server as well, and then I kinda stopped myself. I kinda wanted to see what happened in the wasteland after all the other YouTubers pulled anchor and left. And boy, am I glad I did, because what happened afterwards was kind of amazing. I knew there was more fun in this somewhere. I mean, come on, even Burger King was jumping in on this. This was, of course, an open and shut case, but it was in no way what anybody wanted it to be. Going through Twitter and Discord, it was like we were all going through the 5 stages of grief, with special appearances from denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. The bargaining stage got especially crazy. The admins on the Eroda server floated an insane theory complete with documented evidence, well, what they called evidence, explaining that someone probably installed Harry Styles' Facebook pixel into the Eroda site just to throw us off the trail. They really wanted this to be an ARG. These poor guys hadn't been given any puzzles to solve, so it kind of felt like they drove themselves insane and started creating their own puzzles to solve so they could actually get something out of this. Oh, and Foxlet? Buddy, really appreciate you explaining how injecting someone else's pixel into an iframe on a site's code is impossible. Something about there not being an input to exploit on the site itself, and that it doesn't really make any sense anyway, since an iframe is more about the visuals of a site, I think. I swear, talking to me about this kind of stuff for you must have been like explaining a cell phone to a pilgrim. However crazy this all was, I learned more about Facebook pixels, Google Analytics tags, and website architecture than I think I'd ever known in my entire life as a professional internet know-it-all. The lawless wasteland that was the Eroda Discord server was a constant witch hunt for supposed moles that were secretly in on the Eroda campaign. And although just about everyone was at one point or another the mole, there's only one user in particular that I would bet the farm on being a plant from Columbia Records to see what all the rabid internet rioters were up to. And that was a Discord user by the name of Dalmuko. Dalmuko was a user that started a Discord account the very day he joined the Eroda server. He almost never said anything in general chat, and he just lurked. And despite him DMing several people telling them the same thing, that he wasn't really a big Harry Styles fan or fan of ARGs, he just wanted to see what was going on in Discord, he talked to everybody but me, which really chapped me. You hurt my feelings, Dalmuko! I just wanted to hear from you what it was like, from you guys' side, watching all the rats in the maze looking for cheese, when there wasn't even a maze. Or cheese! You owe the old admins at least some concert tickets for keeping this mess you made together, dude. That's right, square up. Alright, so here's the reign of terror Dalmuko waged across Discord and Twitter. You might remember that on November 26th, the Visit Eroda Twitter account tweeted out a picture of a physical travel brochure at the Barnes & Noble in Union Square in New York City. Which, by the way, is like 8 blocks from Sony Music headquarters, who does all of Harry Styles' promotion. Of course, thousands of people flooded the Barnes & Noble looking for the travel brochure, and were sad to find that when they got there, it was nowhere to be found. But not to worry, a brand new Twitter user named Tito Bongo or something like that started DMing the most vocal and rabid Harry Styles Twitter followers pictures of the Eroda travel brochures that they were leaving all over New York, sending thousands of screaming fans with watermelon sugar highs scampering around New York City looking for the trash that they were leaving around. So back to Dalmuko. This guy hardly ever said anything in general chat, but he was DMing everybody, sneaking them original photos of copies of the brochures all over New York. I know he was in on it because there are no earlier photos of any of these photos that he was sending people. Oh, and get this, he tried telling people that he got this photo from Rad Rubin, who was one of the Discord server mods, which he absolutely did not. I'm on to you, Dalmuko. So I'm pretty sure it was Dalmuko running the Tito Bong Twitter account. So just to recap, Tito Bong was a brand new Twitter account that popped up DMing Harry Styles fans pictures of the travel brochure locations all over New York City. At the end of the first day of DMs, the Twitter account shut down and got deleted. You may remember me showing pictures of DMs between Dalmuko and a Discord user named Lasume. Well, Columbia Records obviously knew the ARG community was running around going crazy over all of this, and must have decided that it would be really fun to mess with all of us, which I totally agree with, because what Dalmuko did next was absolutely hilarious. The next day, Columbia decided to start DMing people pictures of the travel brochures again and started another Twitter account to do it. And what name did they decide to go with? LastSume001. Hilarious! So at this point, I wanted to get a feel for the temperature in the room, so I put out a straw poll on the server asking if people could see that this was obviously Harry Styles, and nope! Only about 14% of the people were convinced, with about 63% who couldn't make up their mind. This Eroda thing was picking up a lot of speed. I was keeping track of the server numbers throughout all of this. Look at that pretty graph I made to make it look like I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this was picking up so much speed that it was dangerously close to becoming popular, like known about beyond Harry Styles fans and ARG players. And unfortunately, Nightmind, your worst nightmare was about to become a reality. On November 29th, Columbia Records decided it was done with Eroda being just a niche phenomenon and started answering fan questions in the laziest way possible, always using the hashtag Visit Eroda, and fans dutifully engaged with every tweet with likes, retweets, and replies. And what do you know, Visit Eroda suddenly became number 2 trending on Twitter. Which was perfect timing, because someone, quote, leaked footage of Harry Styles' new music video, and it started appearing online with lots of assets from Eroda, including the map of the island itself. We now had concrete proof that this was Harry Styles, so I decided to do another straw poll and asked if people were convinced now that this wasn't an ARG. The results were pretty much as expected, with most people pretty convinced finally that they got sucked into a viral marketing campaign for a One Direction member. Finally, an official teaser for Harry Styles' new single, Adore You, was released. It was the end of the road. The teaser showed the island of Eroda and talked about all the stuff that we already had on the website, complete with references to a pig in a pub, wearing one gold earring, all of it. The Harry Styles Death Star had officially fired. The ARG community admitted defeat. The Eroda Discord server owner transferred ownership to one of the Harry Styles fans, and the ARG community made a mass exodus out of the server. The Stans had won. Like a liberated, oppressed people, they established their own colony in the land that they were already on, renamed the server, changed all the rules, made all the channels how they saw fit. A damn mess, honestly. I can't figure out where to say anything anymore. And they now had their own server. The Harry Styles fans who were ignored, disregarded, and ridiculed for ruining the good time of the ARG crowd had won. Most of the old admins and moderators left, and they restructured it into a full-fledged Harry Styles fan club. No more bots deleting mentions of Harry, or being told to keep all Harry discussions over in the corner. Now that it's all over, let's go ahead and hop on to Discord again and search if this is Harry. Let's see what pops up. Okay, somebody's about to have a real bad day right here. I guess we won't be seeing much from you now. Oh, here's a promise already fulfilled. Ooh, and finally, my personal favorite.
If it is a Harry Styles ARG, I'll cut off my hair and eat it.
Pretty interesting stuff. Go ahead and send me a tweet, folks, when you've got proof that you've fulfilled your end of the bargain. And that's really the end of the whole story, really. It was a wild one. But hey, congratulations, Columbia Records and Harry Styles. You took us all on a great ride. And if you think this is the last time something like this is going to happen, think again. The Eroda campaign is now considered one of the greatest viral marketing campaigns of all time. So if in a few months you start seeing ads for a mystery company advertising free trips to the moon, don't be surprised if a few weeks go by and then you start seeing a commercial saying something like,
Coke Orbit, you can't drink it in a spacesuit.
Coke Orbit, it's out of this world. Don't say I didn't warn you, folks. This is far from the last time we see something like Eroda. Thank you so much to Barely Sociable, Nexpo, Loey Lane, and Nefarious TV for being a part of this video, and thanks to Nightmind and Inside of Mind for allowing me to use some of their content in this. Big shout out to my Midnight Tier Patreon supporters as well, who coincidentally happen to be the most attractive people on the planet. Trakes, Legionborn, Edgar Vega, Billy Goat, Zeph, Tammy Taylor, thank you guys so much. I hope I've earned a subscription today and that you'll share this video with your friends if you had a good time with me today. If you'd like to go above and beyond to support independent content creation, I'm happy to tell you that I've got a Patreon with all sorts of interesting goodies, including Patreon exclusive vlogs, early access to content, work in progress cuts, script access, and a shirtless photo of me. Okay, maybe not that, but I do my best to make it worth your while to come on board and be a part of all of this. Stay safe, kids. Brush your teeth, pay your taxes, and to all you Harry fans watching, enjoy your well-earned victory. It was quite a wild ride for me. But for now, this is NightDocs, signing off.